One question real quick before we start. What was the thing that ended your sports career, just so somebody creates a context?
I fell off a cliff, about 70 feet, free fall into rocks.
And you were doing what at that time with the NFL, with your team?
I was in negotiations for the largest contract of my career.
So that starts it off. What's interesting is there's always like these challenging moments, and how do we get back up and build? And so can you talk about your athletic career, where you spent time and what you did?
I served in the Air Force while simultaneously playing for the Broncos, the Falcons, and the 49ers for 11 years in the NFL.
That's awesome. How do you stay super disciplined, ultra healthy, and consistently outpacing others?
I think it starts introspectively figuring out what your core values are. Then you write a contract with yourself of these are the things that I'm going to do in order to match those core values. And then it's all about consistency. It's, you wake up today and you're tired. Let me check that contract. Yep, still going to do it. Hey, it's snowing outside. Let me check that contract. Still going to go out, work out. Doesn't matter if it's rain, shine, or snow. That's what I've seen the most successful people do, is just stay consistent.
What are you investing now? Who are you working with? And what are you doing in business?
I love Ray Dalio's concept of finding 8 to 15 uncorrelated investments that I diversify in. So I do a lot of that aspect. I'm actually proud to say that I'm an investor with Angela. I'm actually Zach Triner's replacement right now for this panel. I'm investing with him and his PE company, would recommend. But also very bullish on private credit right now. And that's where I spend most of my energy, is with Valhalla Capital, offering better ways to give capital to veterans, founders, and different people in a tough market right now.
You guys are going real estate to athletic tape.
Absolutely.
Nice. What visualization, affirmation, and goal-setting rituals and strategies do you have to become one of the top 1%ers?
I start every morning with gratitude, and I just sit there and I be so thankful for everything that's in my life, and it starts my day off way better. And then I end every night with the visualization of where I want to be. And when I was playing, I would dive in. I would feel that feeling when you're exhausted, sweaty, bloody. I'd smell the grass and then feel just victorious as you're standing there with the confetti raining down. And shoot, I went to 3 Super Bowls and worked a little bit.
Right? I love that. What's the $1 million lesson you learned from being a pro athlete that you could pass on to others?
I like this parable about a man that walks up to a monk and to ask him how to be successful in life. And they're sitting down for a cup of tea, and the monk starts pouring tea into his cup, starts to overfill. And he's like, "Oh, hold on, my cup's overfilling." And he just keeps pouring. It starts pouring all over his shoes. He's like, "Stop, my cup's overfilling." Keeps pouring. And the monk turns to him and says, "Hey, you're asking for what you want, but are you actually ready to receive it?" And so many of us, our cup is so full, and you see that with all the pro athletes or top guys, where they make it and then they become satisfied and they're not willing to grow and learn because their cup is full. There's no more room to grow because they made it. They're the best. They've done it. But the best, the Hall of Famers, they're the ones that grow consistently every day. Still some room in their cup to get better.
That's awesome. Tell me more about what you're up to. We have 1 minute and 30 left.
Yeah, so right now I'm working with Valhalla Capital, mostly focusing on. I started my first company in 2018, built a marketing company, got to about $4 million in revenue every year. But I knew the struggles it took of attempting to find capital, especially for athletes. Obviously, I'm in the Air Force. There's a ton of veterans that after they leave, they want to build their own businesses. But getting the capital, especially now in the current market, is like, how do you build a business from nothing with these current interest rates and everything that's going on? It seems impossible. So I was really excited to be a part of that team, because that's a big thing that I believe in. Like, what made me successful both in the NFL and in the military was being a part of the best team in the world. And so trying to find that now of the best mentors I can find, the best people to be a part of, and the best team to be a part of outside of that.
What's one thing that you don't have today that if you had, you could impact more lives or just do more and be better in life?
Oh, it's assembling that team. It's finding that championship caliber team. People are all that matters. I mean, we are such a social being, and those of us that are strong enough to ask for help and be willing to get help, it can just accelerate your career into exponential.
Last question. If somebody wants to be a top 1%er in their field and outcompete everybody, what advice would you give besides what you just said with team?
It just takes away my answer. All right. Thanks. For me, I think it's one of those things where you really have to work on yourself. Like, find some time to invest in yourself. I mean, that's what you got to do first and foremost. work on developing yourself, work on your mental health, your physical health, your family health. And after that, nothing but the top.
That's amazing. Give them a round of applause, you guys. So I'd love to throw one thing out there. If you guys know a pro athlete that would love to speak, would love to be on a panel, give more added value, this will be part of the Athlete Office Club video series that we put on the website. And we want to build this so that we can impact more people's lives, give more people advice and ideas on how they can become the best in business and best within their personal life. If you guys have time, meet these guys. They're amazing. But we'd love to get referrals. If you guys ever know anybody that would be really good, whether in New York, Florida, or any of the other states that we're doing stuff in. So thank you guys very much. Have an amazing day. Appreciate you guys.
Sweet.